so excited. This perfume makes me so happy. If you guys have not been with me for a long time, well, welcome. Welcome to the Perfume Mafia gang. This thing, if you love smelling good, if you love smelling good, you're in the place to be. You're in the right place to be, okay? This is my Perfume Mafia. You guys should subscribe because in the community tab, I let you guys know when it's a really good deal going. Actually, I have my hair half up, half down. I don't like it. Yeah, we're gonna let it flow. But anyways, you should subscribe because in the community tab, I'll let you guys know about different deals that I'm seeing in the fragrance community. So make sure that you can do that. And then hit me up if you have any more questions about like a fragrance that you, let me make sure this is covered. It's actually a sheer shirt. Whoa, risque. So I have to make sure this is carefully placed, my dear, carefully placed. But anyways, make sure that you will follow me on Instagram. It's Vallivon the Perfume down on there. If you have any more pertinent questions, if for some reason I missed your comment on here, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Don't crucify me of flesh. Just hit me up on Instagram. Vallivon the Perfume down on there. And let's get into this video. You asked for it, so you got it. Asking you shall receive, okay? You guys wanted to know, what's the deal on this flower head? I had a video not too long ago about fragrances that make me happy. And if I had to redo that video today, this fragrance would be on it. I can't even hide how I feel. You guys already know how I feel about this fragrance. You can see it's all over my face. I'm glowing, sweet. I'm glowing. But anyways, this fragrance, I've been eyeing it for some time. It was on my perfume wish list. It was on my perfume wish list a few months ago, and I found a stellar deal. So I was like, you know what? You're coming home with moi. It's about time that I added another Byredo fragrance to my collection. I love Byredo. I stand Byredo. The CEO is hot as all get out. He's the Swedish Indian that comes into play a little bit later. I think Swedish Indian or Pakistani. Used to be I just want to say a finer. He used to be fine, girl. No, he's still fine. But he used to be an NBA player. Well, not NBA player, I don't think, but professional basketball player overseas, maybe in Sweden. I don't know, somewhere. But he's tall, dark, and handsome. And after he got done playing basketball, he went to freaking art school because apparently this man cannot lose in life. And in his 20s, he created freaking Byredo, what we know today. This brand is like, oh my God, so sought after by the top celebrities. If you know Virgil, he is the creative director for the Louis Vuitton men's line. So he has his own line, started with Off-White. Well, he didn't start with Off-White. He actually started with Pyrex. Is it Pyrex? The streetwear brand. Then he has Off-White, now this huge fashion brand. And he does Louis Vuitton. But he did a partnership with Off-White times Byredo, and everything was freaking amazing. It freaking sold out everywhere. I couldn't get my paws on it. Mainly because my pockets was dried up, girl, and that stuff was expensive. Byredo's already usually a little bit expensive, but that collection was expensive, okay? I was like, oh my God, $500 for some perfume? I don't know if I'm about that life, unfortunately. But I would love to just smell it one day just to see, like, I don't know. You know, a few brands, some brands, you're just like, girl, I'm not paying $500 for your perfume. But I don't know. I just feel like Byredo will come with the most unique scents to where you're just like, okay, yes, this is a $500 perfume. So a little background on the brand for Byredo. First of all, minimalism is their thing. The packaging is so freaking aesthetic looking. I freaking love. Wait, can y'all see my? I don't need y'all seeing no banking information. Hackers hacking into my account. Look, y'all gonna be thoroughly disappointed. You all wouldn't get far. But anyways, this packaging is very sleek, very modern. Most of the mainstays in the fragrance line have this packaging. Now when they do like an exclusive, then they'll have like when they did the Off-White, it kind of had like the Off-White logo on the packaging. Or if they do have a few fragrances to where I think it's like amber packaging or like really dark burgundy, but most of them are going to look like this: white background, the label, black print, that's it. And then for the top is always magnetic. We love her. And then for the nozzle, it's going to have the B. And you know what? I don't know. This doesn't feel fake to me. Because I bought this off of somebody. It doesn't feel fake. If this is a fake, the real is shaking. Because, I mean, the quality is there, sweetie. But I know some experts watching. Let me know. So I can pull up on them and be like, run me that money. But anyways, back into the fragrance. So with Byredo, most of the time they have this minimalist packaging. It's beautiful, it's sleek, it's clean, it looks amazing on your vanity. I just love the cylinder, circular sphere of this perfume bottle. I think it's so clean and sleek. Now, their fragrances are known to be a little bit different. There's always something with a twist. It's like very niche. All of their fragrances, of course, it's a niche perfume house. So they only do fragrances, but they also have body washes. They have lotions. They have hand creams. They're like $40 or something. I don't know if I can bring myself to spend $40 for a hand cream, but all their stuff is quality, dude. They have hairsprays, which are amazing. Yeah, but the thing about their fragrance house is that they make very unique scents. Stuff that's like, oh wait, this is a note that I haven't ever smelled before. Typically, I mean, they're still crowd pleasers. Not all of them, but a lot of them are still like, people will really enjoy them on you, but they like to explore and use notes that are a little bit unusual. So for that reason, when I researched the next one that I wanted to purchase from Byredo and I saw this one, I was like a little bit taken aback. I was like, okay, Flowerhead. I'm like, is it just a floral fragrance? Because that's so different for them. Usually they'll do something like, my fragrance that I own right now that I love from them is Blanche. And Blanche is very much so a clean, stark, almost like a mineral clean, electric, sharp scent. It smells like glass. Smells like glass. Smells so clean. It's diaphanous. It's the word that I like to use so much now. But it's so clean. You know what? I'm just going to say it smells like fresh laundry. I feel like y'all can relate to that a little bit more. It smells like fresh laundry. But yeah, they have scents that smell like, I don't know, like ink, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they have a scent that smells like an ink pen. But they're very innovative when it comes to their fragrances. Not to say that this one isn't, but it's very much so more of like a crowd pleaser, okay? To where it's something that everyone could relate to. It's absolutely just a floral fragrance, But you know what? I've rambled so much. Let's get into the notes. So when it opens up, it's going to have a cranberry note. It says that the top notes are cranberry, lemon, and angelica. Angelica is usually like a rustic, woody, earthy, dirty green type of note. So that's how it says that it opens, or that's one of the top notes. When you get to the heart notes, that's where the explosion of the beauty of the florals comes in. It has rose, it has tuberose, and it's got jasmine, okay? So three baddies, the most used, most sought after, I think, what does Ouch say? Ouch 1110, I think that's his name. He's a fragrance reviewer on here. Check him out. He's amazing. He says that tuberose is the bad chick of florals and fragrances, and I have to agree. And this is definitely a tuberose scent. But those are the three florals that you smell in there. For the base, they have suede in there, which is super, super interesting. Very, very interesting. It also has ambergris. It has ambergris, ambergris. Ambergris or ambergris, it is originally, it's whale vomit. I'm sorry, upchuck, whatever you want to call it. But now it's going to be usually, I don't know, maybe at this price point it is actually that. But usually they just have a synthetic note of that. And it just adds more of like a clean, almost like a saltwater, aquatic type of scent element to fragrances. That many times just translates to the nose as freshness. So those are the prominent notes that it has in there. Now, let's get into what I actually smell. Because it says that it has all those things in there. But let me tell you what I actually smell. When I first got this, when it first arrived, I started looking up immediately Like, is this fake or not? Because first of all, well, the juice is yellow. And I was like, is the juice supposed to be yellow? Yeah. Everywhere I look, it looks like the juice is a little bit of a yellow hue. Or if I'm wrong, let me know. But yeah, it's a little bit of a yellow hue. So that I was like, oh my God. But then when I smelled it, it was such a departure from what I thought a Byredo scent should smell like. Like, it literally just smells like a straight up tuberose scent. It smells like a straight up tuberose scent. As soon as I didn't even look at the notes. Well, I did previously. But I didn't even remember what was in there. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. But anyways, when I sprayed it, I was like, tuberose. I was like, this is straight up tuberose. It almost smelled like a one-note fragrance. Literally, it almost smelled like a one-note fragrance. So if you love tuberose, hello. Now, do you want to pay that price point for a tuberose scent? Because it really reminds me of, oh God, what's the brand? I'm never going to remember the name of this brand. No, that's the fig one from them. I won't remember. Diptyque. I can never remember their brand. Diptyque. The name of the fragrance, it's coming to me. I can feel it in the air tonight. I don't know. Whatever. It's their tuberose scent. I can't remember. But anyways, it literally smells very similar to that. However, so it's been on this arm for a few hours. I'm going to spray it fresh right here. When you first spray it, there is a sharpness in there. It's almost like a little bit like, yeah, it's very sharp. So I can only say that it's like sharp and tart because of the cranberry and the lemon. It does smell a little bit cloudy, a little bit funky and musty. A little bit. I know I'm not giving this justice. People aren't going to be able to smell that, but I can kind of smell that like a cloud of like a rustic element, which must be the angelica when you first spray it. But I feel like that just like kind of holds the cranberry and the lemon together for the freshness when you first spray it. It's almost like invigorating, like a fresh blast. But it really gets straight to the tuberose. I mean, literally, it takes just a few seconds as I just sprayed it and it dries down. I'm already getting tuberose. The tuberose in there is so prominent. It's so prominent. The creator, Ben Gordman, I believe that's his name, he must love tuberose because this is a tuberose scent, I tell you. I don't get tons of jasmine, thank God. I really don't like jasmine in a lot of fragrances, especially when they combine with citruses such as a lemon. They can turn a little bit pee-pee on me. This one does not. I don't get a lot of jasmine. I do not get a lot of rose. If there is any rose in there, that's definitely more of like a blooming rose bud, like a immature rose scent. It's not a very strong rose scent. So if you're one of the people who thinks that rose kind of turns a little bit granny on you, no, not at all. This scent is definitely a youthful scent to me. Now, this is great for all ages, but I definitely feel like this is a youthful scent. This is definitely something a younger woman would really enjoy. I think this is great for spring, summer. There's something light and airy about it, but the thing that grounds it down is that it does have that suede component. And though I totally smell the tuberose the entire time I'm wearing it, I'll tell you how long it lasts in just a minute. But the entire time I'm wearing it, I smell that prominent tuberose with the backdrop of maybe the suede, maybe a little bit of freshness. It's more like a little bit of like a mineral element, which is probably the ambergris. But I smell the tuberose the entire time. That's a lot of T's. I totally smell the tuberose the entire time. But yeah, it's definitely a strong tuberose scent. So keep that in your mind. Now, the performance on this beauty right here is stellar. It is so amazing. Like, literally. Like, it lasts all day and the next day. And, like, I sprayed this in my hair and I could smell it the freaking next day. It's such a great performer, and it's the best performing tuberose I've ever smelled in my entire life. Like, literally. For that reason, I do say it's worth the price. It's such a beautiful scent, and it's hard to get a light white florals to really last. And to adhere to the skin, like that's so difficult to do. That's so difficult to do in perfumery, but this one does not leave your body. Like, it's so beautiful. I do feel like it has a little bit of projection in sillage. Now, I haven't gotten any compliments yet, but I haven't been around a lot of people. This is COVID-19 time. I feel like this would be a compliment getter, though. I totally feel like people will really like this fragrance. And I actually want to read to you why, the motivation behind why Ben Gordman made this scent. That in a traditional Indian wedding, the motivation behind this scent is that in a traditional Indian wedding, there's usually blossoms everywhere. That's just how it is. I'll try to insert some pictures, but there's blooms and blossoms, flowers literally everywhere. So that's why they named it Flowerhead, and because his ancestry is Southeast Asian, so Indian, Pakistani. So yeah, that's where it comes from. So beautiful, just as beautiful as those scenes are for Indian and Pakistani weddings. This scent is so beautiful. I think it's a beautiful wedding day scent. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a bride. I don't have a bride. I don't have a groom. Ooh, I don't have a groom, but I definitely know which scent I'm going to be rocking to my wedding if I don't find anything else that's just as amazing, because this lasts all day and is so beautiful of a scent. And I literally could sit here and rave all day. I know I just will not shut up about it, but I'm telling you guys, it's so good. It retails for about $180 for a 50 ml, and that is a 1.7 fluid ounce or 1.6, and then it's going to be around $275, I believe, for 3.4 3.3 fluid ounce, which is 100 mils. So yeah, a little bit pricey, but can I say that it's worth it? If you love tuberose the way I love tuberose, yes. If you don't have that passion for tuberose and white florals, then I would say find something that's a little bit better of an alternative. And I'll probably do a white floral since that last video at this point, because you in first place. You in first place. Love this scent so much, and I just have to say, what's my rating out of 10? I'll give it a 7.5, 8, which is actually really good. That's really good for me. I'm a hard grader. Those kids at school used to hate when I got their papers. Don't give it to her. I'm a hard grader. So this is really good. But just because of it's not so unique, it isn't. But it's a great DNA, and whatever everyone else is trying to do, it did it best. So yeah, really good one. Let me know your guys' thoughts below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.